So this movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once, was really presented to me just on pure hype alone. It was getting nines, tens, whatever across the board. I believe it has a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it has an 89 or a 90% from viewers on Rotten Tomatoes. So critically and fan viewed, it's one of the best movies to come out this year. This coming out the same year as The Batman. I'm even going to go on record to say this is my favorite of the two movies. So this would be my movie of 2022. This movie really caught me off guard for being so different in a very good way. I'm not going to spoil it. I would really like to get into plot and all this other stuff, but I think it is a movie that really everyone should sit down and watch. It is a bit lengthy. I believe it's 2.5 hours long, something like that. It doesn't feel it either. It gets a little at the end where it gets a little Inception-y, and that's all I'm going to say. It's like a minor spoiler. But beyond that, the movie just really never lets up with humor, action, anything like that. This movie really just goes for it in every aspect. The basic, simple Cliff Notes plot is Evelyn and Wayman own a laundromat, and they're going to a tax auditor played by Jamie Lee Curtis because the wife, Evelyn, puts everything on a tax expense. And from there, she finds out about the multiverse and everything like that. And it is even explained very clever, where the multiverse, there's an alpha multiverse. They're the ones who discover multiverse travel. And the way it's broken down is there's a graph. There's basically a world map of multiverse, a universal map, I should say, where you are on the map, and the dots closest to you is the universe closest to you. The further away, the more different, the closer, the more similar. And then it's kind of like if you've ever seen the movie The One with Jet Li, where there's so many different versions of the same character, is the way I kind of related to it. And this, there's like a big evil and stuff like that. And that's really all I'm going to say about that. And specifically, this Evelyn is the one who has to stop it. And through there, she learns about multiverse travel and everything like that. That's the basic Cliff Notes plot. What this movie does so well, though, is the humor, the action beats, the acting is all phenomenal. Like, this movie had me cracking the fuck up because it made any and everything a weapon. So much so that if you see a fanny pack, a dog, fish gravel, an award, if you saw the movie, you'll know, anything is a weapon. Any and everything. There's so many different versions of Evelyn and Wayman and everyone else in this movie that the whole cast needs to get really recognized for the amount of effort they went into this movie, because they're all playing the same character, but they're all playing very different versions of the same character in different universe and infinite possibilities and plausibilities and blah, 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 blah. But what they really do well and they nail is just them making everyone feel so different but so similar, where it's not so far-fetched, but you really can tell the actors are putting their all into it. And even the directors, this is only their second feature film. Their other feature film is Swiss Army Man, that Daniel Radcliffe movie where he's the dead body, which if you haven't seen that, that's another movie that really you should sit down and watch, because that movie's just hilarious on premise alone, let alone the fact it's Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter, because homie just takes whatever role he wants at a certain point, and you gotta respect the man for that. He made enough money, so he's just having fun now. But with this movie specifically, like, everyone is giving it their all. The directors are giving it their all. And even the message at the end of the movie, which is really up to interpretation. Again, I don't want to spoil, but I really like the overall message this movie conveyed. And it really makes you think and really wants you to appreciate the little moments of life and everything that goes into them. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter video because I don't want to spoil the movie and I want everyone to watch it. But this movie really does live up to the hype. This movie is something that set a high bar going in and just nailed it on every aspect. It's really just basically The Matrix or John Wick mixed with Back to the Future too, because it really hits all the multiversal stuff and the action beats and the heart in this movie. And it's really something that everyone should sit down and watch as soon as they get a chance to. Like I said, it's a little lengthy, it's about 2.5 hours, but doesn't feel it except for some minor spots at the end. But let me know what you thought, guys. Tell me if you liked it. Tell me if you hate it. Tell me if you want to kill it with fire. Tell me if you didn't get it. Tell me if it was too confusing, like Inception's way too confusing and overcomplicated. I just wanted to throw that in there because I hate that fucking movie. But above all else, guys, tell your friends, tell your enemies, be good people. Let me know what you think, and have a good one.